Obtained by ABC News.
Hello, this is Josh. I'm calling to say goodbye.
Powell left this message for his brother Michael, his cousin.
So what are we talking about here? We are talking about Josh Powell, okay, and Stephen Powell, and the voicemail that was left for his family. So what did society do that made this man do it? Did this man blow up his home because he had a mental disorder? Or did he blow up his home because of the policy of a bunch of crackers who deny any wrongdoing and their judges and their stupidity? Josh Powell was the normal white American dad. Josh Powell was the normal loving father. But what happened? The wife broke down the family structure, wanted to take the kids, and who took their side? The court system. Because everybody knows that the New World Order is using women to break down the family structure. Ever since the women's rights bearded lady fucking movement. All those bearded ladies at the circus? Well, yeah, they're leading the charge with a bunch of bitches now. It's called feminism. Get used to it. A bunch of bearded sluts who have AIDS and herpes and syphilis want to tell you that a woman should be free to be a tramp just like a man so she can have a bunch of illegitimate kids and raise them herself. That is women's rights movement. Women's rights movement equals breaking down the family structure, offending God, and burning the Bible like Josh Powell burned his home. The women's rights movement is a bunch of whores, a bunch of sluts. None of them are going to heaven. None of them. I promise you that. As your spiritual leader, I promise you that. In the mansion in heaven, there are no feminists. None. Because a woman's place is to submit. Look at 1st and 2nd Timothy. Look at 1st and 2nd Corinthians. A woman's place is to submit, to be silent in church. Why do you think women are only asking me questions in my series? Because even the spiritual leader know that you don't ask a woman's advice when it comes to family or God. Because it ends up in a man murdering his children and blowing himself up using something as common and as simple as 5 gallons of gasoline, which cost him probably about, what, 20 bucks? So for 20 bucks, he killed everybody. $20. Everybody's dead. Does that mean we should ban gasoline? Oh, anybody who the crackers say has a mental disorder shouldn't be allowed to buy gas because they can blow motherfuckers up. Huh? Is that the logic we're using? A bunch of crackers and a bunch of fucking shrinks who force people to kill everybody, then turn around and say it's a mental disorder. That's what they're going to say. Mark my words. They're a bunch of crackers, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Never did. Who else inspires a man to kill the 2 things he loves most in the world? The reason why he killed his bitch of a wife were for his kids. But who inspired him to kill his own kids? The cracker system. They're a bunch of crackers, a bunch of shrinks, a bunch of white devils that create the stage. And then they have their cracker-ass fucking judge throw the final blows. I dare you to ask any psychiatrist about the companies whose pills they're prescribing. I've done it before. It's part of my research. Not a single psychiatrist could name a single company of the pills they were prescribing. All they knew about the pills was what the crackers had told their cracker ass. All they knew about the pills was less than I knew about the pills. And I'm not a psychiatrist. They didn't even know that Abbott makes Depakote. They didn't even know that. They didn't even know that, but they're going to force it down your fucking throat until you blow up your own fucking family. Thank you.